I'll just tell you what the story is in English. So Shloka 1 says, you can write it down quickly, huh? The Brahman won a victory, as in he was the one who was victorious, the Brahman. Now this is a story. Don't imagine a human form. The Brahman won. Yeah, something he won. Devas thought this is our victory. Yeah, they thought this is our glory. That is Shloka 1. Shloka 2. The Brahman perceived this and it appeared before them in a mysterious form. Shloka 2. The Brahman understood. Devas are thinking it's their glory. Okay, now I'm going to show them. Yeah, he perceived this, he understood this, that they are in ego, and it appeared in a mysterious form in front of the Devas. Shloka 3. All the Devas together assembled and they asked the fire god. So I told you each element, everything has a Deva. So the Deva of fire, yeah, Agni Dev. Yeah, he's also called Jata Veda. So they told him, oh Jata Veda, you go and find the spirit, who the spirit is or what this mysterious form is. Quickly take it from somebody else later, whatever you miss. That is Shloka 3. And he says, yes, I will go find him. Shloka 4. Agni Dev ran towards Brahman and said to him, who are you? Now this Brahman was in the form of a Yaksha. Yeah? So, Yaksha says, who are you? Agni says, I am Agni, I am Jata Veda. I am the fire god. Shloka 5. The Yaksha asks, so what? What is so special about fire? So what? Who are you? What is so great about Agni? So Agni says, same shloka, same shloka 5. Agni says, I can burn yadidam prithviyamati. Everything that is there in the world or on earth. Just earth, right? Prithviyamati. I can burn all that exists on earth. Shloka 6. Brahman or Yaksha places a straw or a blade of grass, whatever you want to call it, in front of Agni and says, burn this and show me. Agni goes towards it to burn it and cannot burn it. Whatever Agni tries, nothing happens. It does not get burned. So he comes back to the Devas disappointed. Same shloka, 6 only. He comes back to the Devas disappointed and he says, I was not able to find out what this great mystery is. all up to speed? Shloka 7. Then the Devas turn to Vayudev, the air god, god of air, and tell him, you find out what is the mystery of this Yaksha. Kimetad Yaksham Ati Tatheti. Shloka 8. Exactly same thing. The Vayu god runs towards the Brahman. The Brahman asks him, who are you? And he says, I am Vayu. I am Matarishwa. Matarishwa is the traveler of space. Such a beautiful word, no? For air. That which travels in space. Matarishwa. I am Matarishwa, the traveler of space. Shloka 9. Same thing. Then Brahman said, what is so special about you? What power do you have? And Vayu says, I can blow whatsoever exists on this Prithvi, on this earth. Blow away. Air, no? Air blows away things. So I can blow away everything that exists on this earth. Shloka 10. Brahman places a straw or whatever, a blade of grass in front of Vayudev and says, blow this away and show me. And what happens, you know? It doesn't move. So, Vayudev is disappointed, goes back to the Devas and says, I could not find out what this mystery is. Shloka 11. Then they said to Indradev. Who is Indradev?
God of the gods.
God of the gods. Right? The king of the gods. Indradev. He is also called O Maghavan. Maghavan means one who is worshipped. Oh. One who is suited to be worshipped. Maghavan. They tell him, you find out what this mystery is. Same thing. And he says, yes, I will. And as soon as Indradev runs towards the Yaksha disappears. You know, Brahman has taken the form of the Yaksha. The Yaksha disappears. And what happens in Shloka 12? Beautiful lady, the supreme, the divine goddess appears. She's also called Himavati, means the daughter of the Himalayas. Umahani, she appears. So he asks her, what is this great mystery? Kimetad yaksham iti. And the answer is in the next chapter, which is in the next video. So wait for it.
I'll come back.
I'll come back.
You said Shloka 11, that means you shifted to 12 then.
Oh, I do. The lady appears Yaksha disappears in 11 and the lady appears in 12. Clear? Story is clear so far?
Is this the fourth dimension?
Huh?
Is this the fourth dimension?
Something that is beyond what I can perceive. I perceive this past, present and future. When we go ahead and deeper into all this, you will understand that our time is very... our perception of time is not real. Even science has proved this, if you know theory of relativity.
Time is only the changing thing.
Yeah.
It is not the constant.
Time does not exist. It's space-time actually.
When we are talking about ancestors, are these ancestors of this body or all the other bodies I have taken so far?
Probably. Yes, it could be any pitras. Yeah, all the bodies that you have taken so far. It can be any body, you are correct. It's not just this body, not Maheshwari only. All the different bodies that Maheshwari has taken. All the ancestors are the pitras. Do you work apart from AOL? Yes, I'm an IT professional.
Ekta, question. Like Devatas help in various organs, etc., every cell of the body. Many times people get cancer and the cell gets, growth or whatever, the cell gets in a bad shape.
Yeah.
At that time, is it what we call asuras and daityas who are responsible for those?
Okay, yes. So there is a lower level of spirits also. This is not the complete picture. This is just giving you a snapshot of what is. So here Guruji gave the stress on the good, the higher level of spirits. There is a lower level of spirits, and he mentioned that in one sentence. You got it? Yeah, he gave you one of them. Karna Pishachi. Karna is ear. So he comes and he whispers in your ear. That's why psychics have this power. Yeah? And that's how they can tell you things that have happened to you, but they cannot tell you your future. So that's just one type. There are many different types. So they are responsible for bringing the difficult times in life. Both are equally important. Yeah, somebody is giving you name and fame, but the negative parts that is coming also is being brought by another lower level of.
Yeah, but that is tied to our karma.
Again, yes, everything is your karma. Huh? Again, you can't start blaming, oh, that Deva did it to me, I am very good. No pointing finger. You are again getting what you did in your past lifetime. That Deva just finds the right person. Oh, okay, now I'm going to act through you. Get it? So you cannot say, oh, I am very good, Baba. Only these Devas keep playing with me.
It actually will happen even on Deva's wish. It is, my karma is not that bad, even like I cannot do anything. So it's again my karma and not Deva's wish or that.
Correct. Perfect. So in Ishavasya Upanishad, most of them attended. In the end, Gurudev said that those who take even a single step in knowledge, none of these things will affect them. Nothing will affect you. Yeah? This knowledge, this jnana, is going to be like a suraksha kavach. Protective shield. Armor, like an armor. Yeah? Nothing bad will touch you. It will just bounce off you. So, remember that. Walking in knowledge, being in meditation calms me only down. Brings me into the present. Let's go raga and dvesha, so I don't create more karma. It helps to erase my past karmas through meditation. So that is why I keep walking on the path. Then all these devas, asuras won't trouble you.
So how do you take out the time for doing all these things like teaching courses and knowledge, so much like 7 days knowledge, and then doing seva and all that thing. Like for me, it becomes difficult to distinguish between knowledge and seva. I get lost sometimes in seva and then knowledge takes a back seat. So how to do that? Okay, that's my question. How to manage that? How to balance these issues?
Both is required, no? I need to recharge the phone also. I just can't keep using the phone. When you keep using the phone, it is seva. When I recharge it, it's knowledge. Yeah? Give equal importance to recharging. Huh? Very important. Otherwise, all negativity will only come out of you. Yeah? When you recharge, you are calmer, then you can spread love in your family and in your community. When you are only not charged and you're all agitated and angry and just doing, no relaxation doesn't work. So you have to figure out that perfect balance.
So on this chart, like once that the Gandharva exhausts its karma bag, it goes to the Yaksha and Deva.
No, it's not a sequence. It could be anything depending on your karma. Yeah? But the way to move away is drop all your raga, dvesha and come to the present. Again and again. We teach that in the happiness program, but that point is so deep, so amazing, no? Even when we did TTC, we never realized how important this point is, right? So amazing. Dropping everything, all ragas and dveshas empties me. And then I don't get into the Kinara and the Gandharva and the Deva at all. Within this human form, in this human birth, you can directly go to Siddha. Yeah. Directly it can happen. That's why we did yesterday, no? If you lose this birth, you don't do it now and here. What is it? Mahati Vinashti. Biggest disaster. Don't do it to yourself. Yeah? This lifetime, promise yourself, this is all I have. I am going to do it here and now. I do not know whether I have a next one, how it is going to be. This is my only chance. And then come back, okay, and teach us. All good? It's on the lower level, which is good not known. Very negative and all those. It's okay. He give you a few ideas. Misery from progeny, dukkha in life, just not happy. Even though you are very, very rich or you have all those things, you still have the negative things. Those negatives are the lower level ones. They bring it to you. It's okay.
Yes. When you say unit of life, 1 unit of life, or 2 units of life, it's not so much as a measurement, right? Is it?
It's not so much what?
What I'm trying to say is Guruji may have just depicted it in a way that we, as the modern measures we'd have to make us understand. And that's as opposed to there is some measure in life.
Oh yes, of course. So it is mentioned like that in the Vedas. It's called one kala. Kala is the word. One kala, 2 kalas. It is mentioned like that in the Shastras.
Oh, I see.
So he translated it into closest in English. English really cannot do justice to the Sanskrit words, how much ever you want to say. So it is called the unit of life, so that we understand.
Right.
It's
That's
kala.
what I meant. Okay.
Kala.
Is it Kala or Kala?
Kala. Very good. Krishna was said to have 16 kalas, correct? That's the same. 16 units of life.
So, what we talked about, the chronology, slower motor, humans. So, is there also breakup of Purusha? I mean, is there a breakup? I mean, Purusha can be in a way of Siddha, Devas, Yaksha.
Exactly. So see, here what has happened, they've gone beyond the physical. This is physical realm. Bhutakasha. They have gone beyond the physical, but here they're still stuck in Chittakasha. Till Devas. Finally, here you're totally established in Chidakasha.
Right. So, a human after death, he can either become a Kinnara or Gandharva or he remains just a Pitara, depending on his karma.
Depending on his likes and dislikes, Raga and Dvesha.
Okay, but even if he becomes Gandharva, let's say, he will still have those likes and dislikes that he carried from his old karma. And then when you say that Gandharva will bestow or blessing somebody in artistic world, so why he would do that?
Again, he has that raga. I have this raga of becoming very popular, but I cannot get into the physical world. So now what do?
I can bless.
I give it to somebody else and I enjoy that. I did it. Actually, I am still stuck. But that poor person who gets that, he also thinks I did it.
So he essentially tries to achieve his desires through somebody.
Through somebody else. Yes. And you think you are getting it. You're just being blessed. Gurudev said no.
But then it's not required to take the human form again, birth, because of that desire and karma.
Yes, he will come back. So Guruji said no, that it happens, that they come. This phenomena continues. They have to come back because of this. Only in a human life can you actually attain enlightenment. So the cycle will repeat here, however you want to put it.
So if somebody becomes a Kinnara and so partially he will fulfill his desire by blessing somebody, and remnant desires he has to take birth again to move upwards, Gandharva or Yaksha or those.
Yes, yes. Because one very important prerequisite you're forgetting. Yesterday I started with this. What is the journey, spiritual journey? Starts with Karma Yoga. Goes to Jnana Yoga and then goes to Bhakti or Prem. Then only can you reach the other shore. You can reach the other shore from completely Jnana also. But at the end of Jnana you will fall in love. That love is the last door that opens. Yeah? To experience that love, you have to take a human birth. There is no love at these levels. Guruji said that today, remember?
And then, like from, if like we die being a human, like 8 and 9, we become Pitaras, and then because of our bag of karmas, we fall in 1 to 9 points.
Yeah, you can go back, no? There is a story I've told you, no? Jada Bharata, where your raga and dvesha becomes so tamasic that you can go back to lower life. Not necessarily you will come back as a human. You could go back to an animal life or plant life. Depends on your ragas and dveshas or the karmas that you created. What is the heaviest karma? That directs you there.
Ekta? Question. Like in my karma session, we told like Prakriti is divided into, what is it? Prema.
Prakriti is not. Prakriti is not divided.
No,
These are the principles. These are the principles that rule Prakriti.
Right. So the fact that stone has one life unit is given from Purusha, right? It's coming from the Purusha element or Purusha aspect of Brahman. So the dharma of stone and karma of stone is driven by this Prakriti aspect of it.
Yes, absolutely. Karma is created by Raga and Dvesha. Raga and Dvesha happens at what level? What is the meaning of Raga and Dvesha? What do I have?
Free will.
Free will. That is why I say I like this and I don't like this. Animal does not say, oh, I don't like this grass and I want the other grass. The animal just eats when it has to eat. No option. Are you seeing it? This is where the karma bag begins.
So animals also decide, no, I want to eat green grass, not dry grass.
So sweet. Yes. That is also nature telling it. Eat the fresh one. It's following the body. It's actually your body telling you eat sattvic food. Your mind does not want sattvic food. Your mind wants oily paneer. What do you eat? Butter masala. Pizza. Malai kofta. See how it's all coming out. Are you getting it? Yeah? Animal is not like that. No malai kofta business. Body says fresh grass. Sattvic food, it will eat that. Got it? Nature tells you also. Your body says, oh, I want sattvic food. No, mind says, who will cook? Yeah, eat yesterday's food, it's in the fridge. You feed the body stale food, but your body is asking for sattvic food. Do you get it? You don't listen to your body. Again, problem with intellect. Viveka, much better here, you know that? At least we followed nature. But then here, it is not possible to go to this side, no? We have to come here.
Come to the bridge.
We have to come to the bridge to cross over. But then with the bridge comes the risk of falling down into the water. Do you see this? That comes with your free will.
So, just like Prakriti has got principles of dharma, karma, and the other two.
Prema, jnana.
Yeah, prema and jnana. Does Purusha also has got principles like that?
Yes.
Which ones are they?
Truly. We'll get there. Still primary chal raha hai abhi.
Okay, my two other questions related to Devas. So, Guruji said Devas are 36 crores in numbers and they are into every cell of your body. They operate your entire body. And then to invoke them, you use mantras and the vibrations of those mantras. So, did Rishi used to use those mantras, physical mantras to invoke certain body cells to cure diseases in earlier times?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what they used to do. No? It's the vibration basically. I explained to you at the subatomic level also there is vibration. Yes? And that vibration they use to connect between everything. That is what is mantra. That is the closest we can get to a vibration, producing a vibration or invoking a particular deva.
And my second part of the question is, how do I find out what is the correct mantra for me that I should chant every day, which will help me grow my...
He's going to answer.
5 elements. Om
Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya. Earth, water, fire, ether, air. Om Namah Shivaya. That is the best. But also, there are personal mantras given to some of you. How many have taken search? So you get personal mantras also. Yeah? So there are some that you can chant aloud. There are some that need to be a secret. Yeah? All have different level of vibrations affecting at different levels. Subtle and the physical. Yeah? So all your parents, grandparents, they do all these pujas, all this, and you say, what nonsense you are doing? Stop saying that. It's really not nonsense. Yeah? Don't disrespect it. Yeah, people who are doing it mechanically, that person's way of doing it is wrong.
Yeah, the delivery is wrong.
The delivery might be wrong, but it has a significance. It has something that it can really bring. When done with complete attention and that Shraddha, love, faith in you, it can really bring great results, great blessings. can calm you down. Even the mantras that you did during your wedding, they are very important. It's beautiful to understand them in English when you don't understand Sanskrit. Pandit is going, swaha, swaha, and you're just going around the fire. No use. Yeah. We did an Arya Samaj wedding.
Gayatri
We explained every mantra on the mic.
Yes.
On the mic. So that everybody can understand.
Everybody listens quietly. Quiet. Yeah, of course there will be noisy kids in India, you know. But that is the best way to do it.
Like from our karma bag, we fall in either of these purushas when we die? Or
Depends, yeah. Whatever, some people are very much into music, some people are very political, some people are very into different things, no? Money minded. Depends.
So, question. Like Yakshas, Gandharvas, and Kinnaras, they come and assist you with things normally you're doing in like day-to-day life, or is it, because you're not, let's say you're doing some task and you achieve something as a singer or whatever. So is a Gandharva spirit helping?
Yes.
And that Gandharva spirit, why makes that person? Because of the karma?
The Gandharva itself wanted it, cannot achieve it because it is not anymore in the physical form. So it achieves it through you.
Oh, achieves through. Okay. And why it picks one or the other?
Oh, it depends on the talent of the person, no? And also raga dvesha.
And what perfume they were wearing.
depends on perfume that they are wearing.
Srinath, I'll cite your. Srinath, there is somebody else also sitting right next to you.
I always feel that.
But it comes from ancestors, like the person which I come across, if he dies, he can bless me too, or it comes only from ancestors. Like, okay, I'm being a human, okay, if I'm wealthy. So, being and wealthiness is being blessed by yakshas, right? So, whatever my ancestors, which become yakshas, they only bless me, or to whom with I come across as a friend or whatever, they can even bless me if they become yakshas.
Probably, we don't know. It can be anybody.
They don't have to know you.
Yeah, it's not necessary that they have to know you in a particular lifetime.
You have to do your push-up.
How do they know it?
Whatever vibration your body is emanating, maybe they just get attracted to that based on their.
They also have free will.
They just come.
Okay, now see, the medium of language, all this, you and I understand. If there are a lot of yakshas, kinnaras, gandharvas and devas sitting here, they're not understanding this language.
Right.
Don't expect them to understand your English and Kannada and Marwadi, whatever you're speaking. No, it is the vibration that you are emanating. This place is very sattvic right now. It's a very sattvic vibration and it attracts that kind of energy into this room. Like simple like magnetism. Magnet will attract iron, come what may. It's like that. So that's how they are. We are the magnet and they are just an iron firing. Simple. Depends whether you're positive or negative pole.
Right.
What's happening. Repulsion is happening, attraction is
Attraction is
happening.
happening.
So it's just at that level. It's got nothing to do with whether they can see you or touch you or they've been your ancestor or whatever. It's got nothing to do with
Nothing
that.
to do with that.
No.
So Guruji says that he says that he knows the Brahman, and he says he doesn't ascertain I know the Brahman. That is the beautiful I don't know.
Yes.
So here, like all the Lord who came, Lord Rama, Krishna, and all the avatars which happened, so they are still in their like body form. So the Brahman which is there, so which is unknown, so that is on top of all this one, like all the gods which came from there.
This is Devaloka. Devaloka is different. Above the Deva is the Siddhas, Gurus. Even Lord Rama had a Guru.
Yes.
The best script, I love it. We'll come to that. Yeah, that's very difficult to understand. Yeah, we'll come to that. So it's the Guru that is above even the Devas.
So above the Gurus is the Brahman.
Brahman, because the Guru has already identified, oh, I am the Brahman.
To know the Brahman is to be the Brahman.
But is it only the spiritual gurus?
Again, spiritual, non-spiritual
The
category.
thing is, like, as Guruji said, like, musicians, they have, like, their personal life is miserable because of lack of guru. Okay? But every musician has a guru in music. Like, they can't come, they may be blessed and come.
Spiritual Guru.
Right. So spiritual.
I can teach you golf. I'll be your Guru of golf.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be able to liberate you or help you on that path at all.
Right. So, like we say, everybody is everybody's guru. But
yeah, we are talking about spiritual Guru who brings you to this path.
right.
An example for that is, are you aware of this? There's this famous guitarist, extremely talented, called Jimi Hendrix. He was really good. He could really, people thought he was the god of guitar. But he died in an OD, because there was a lot of trouble, similar to what we're talking about with Gandharvas. There's a lot of trouble. But you see, equally talented musicians who play classical music, what they'll do, they'll first center themselves, they'll pray at their instruments. They won't burn their guitars. They'll have a little center, and they'll be super talented. But they won't get OD, they won't go into that kind of a mess. So there is that element of Guru that is helping them out.
OD, you understood me? What is drugs?
Drugs.
So I can ask other questions like what stops me on the spiritual path? Like sometimes I get like boredom, right? When I get boredom, and that is the biggest obstacle for me, what I see, and then I do something to get rid of that feeling or that emotions, what I'm facing that. So I do something else, and then that kills away everything, right? So how do you handle that?
Go through the boredom.
Seva.
Boredom is like fire.
Is it?
Like fire.
Okay.
It's tapas. It's your tapas. You have to go through it. It will burn you, burn you, burn you. You continue doing it, however boring
But
it is.
how long? Like you can burn 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
That's what Swamis did. That is why they are enlightened and you are not. How long can you take it? How much thirst do you have for it? If you have the thirst, you will get enlightened like this. This moment it can happen. Satori can happen right now. You are the one that is pushing it away. Enlightenment. Nirvana. This moment, you are the one who is lost in this Prakriti. You are the one who is pushing it away. Nobody else is doing it to you. You are the one who is clouded by your own ragas and dveshas, and you're holding on tight to them. Only one thing is required: let go. Just let go, and you will get there. Yeah? Knowledge is flowing. It is all there. The grace is there. You have not cupped your hand. You have not taken a sip of that water. The river is flowing. You cannot say that there was no water. You are thirsty because you are not ready to bend down. You are not ready to let go. The day you let go, you reach there. Only letting go is required, I tell you. There is no other self-effort. There is no other purushartha. You don't have to study so much. This is only to remove all that you have studied, all the rubbish that you studied. This is just soap. It's erasing all that. One moment it can happen. One moment. Right now. Do you really want it? Is that intensity there? Are you ready to die for it? Then it can come to you. Otherwise, अभी पके नहीं हो तुम, बहुत कच्चे हो. Your pot is not well baked. You're not ready yet. पात्रता नहीं है. You cannot contain it. This moment it can happen if you are ready to let go of everything. Let go does not mean commit suicide. Understand what I mean by let go. This moment you let go, you will get this. God is waiting for you. You are the one who's turned your back on Him. He has always been there. He's standing right at your door. You have shut the door. Wake up and realize this. When that thirst really becomes so intense within you that you are ready to do anything, that is the day Satori will happen. Till that day it won't. You have to want it really that much. Do you have that thirst? Ask yourself. Meera had it, Kabir had it. You've heard about all these things. These are not a knowledge. This is for us intellectual people who are so lost in our intellect. They were totally in love. They had reached just through love. Your tears, your deep, sweet tears can take you there. There's nothing more that you need. The only Purushartha is letting go. Open. I am ready for anything. I am ready. You come when you want. I've cleaned my house. I've put on incense. I am ready to receive you. Are you open like that? Still closed. When you're closed, it doesn't happen. You have to be open. Yeah? And I'm ready to wait forever like this with open arms. You come when you think it is the right time for me. Baat nihare ghansham, nera neer bhare. I'm waiting for you, oh Lord. With tears in my eyes. Can you wait forever and ever? When you reach there, that is the moment. And there is no joy sweeter than that, I tell you. Nothing. Millions of dollars, the best cars, the most beautiful women. Nothing. Nothing. Only love can get you there. Even the path of knowledge will take you to love. It has to. That is love. That is Bhakti Yoga. This that you're feeling right now is Bhakti, is devotion. Not singing bhajans is devotion. This feeling right now, this moment, that is devotion. That connection is devotion. This takes you there. This is the last door. Whether you're a karma yogi or a jnana yogi or a bhakt. This is the ultimate love. be in this wonderful state. We will take a break.